It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
They'll go again with Robinson. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniel. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cowboys have it, and he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back, 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He gets that to Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Dak gonna run with it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down. Now, Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Cowboys, and he's going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Second down and 8. Now Prescott gonna make the read and keep it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
On third down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll take this forward, only to about the 46-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means. but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw again, Dak. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. To throw is Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard.
And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 3. To throw is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now. Toward the sideline. That's pulled in by Lamb.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Daniels now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing again, Daniels. A sideline throw looked in by McLaurin. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown, Washington.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now a handoff running right. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Dak to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. 12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
And it's complete. to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
That's to Ferguson once again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To the air again, Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Prescott again. He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the court.
Powering forward. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the 1st down up to the 45. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Daniels gonna throw again. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. They'll motion over Samuel. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return starts at the 13. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Prescott to the air. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll throw again. Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Prescott. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. On 1st down, Daniels through the air, connecting with Debo. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Throwing again, Daniels. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. To the air again is Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. This one complete right side. Second and a yard. Throwing now, Daniel. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. John Bates. Touchdown, Washington. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Prescott on 1st down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Third and 5. To the air again. Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now Dak on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes. Tried to do too much, and
oh, he coughs up the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
And he is out of bounds, well shy of the marker. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.